So beautiful one coming from Esther and Ezekiel Mtesasila nga bagamba katuyimbe Yesu twabadde ne Levix on one time galine Mick Wine nga gamba olunaku lwe luno beautiful jam over there. Sawa ziri mwenda zenyini twaningiro bandiza one more time mwena bakatweyungako mwe bali kulaba Dream TV tugamba okoze kyamaanyi nnyo okubanga tera mutwe gasseko gyosinzira okulaba okoze kyamaanyi nnyo abatulaba nga musinzira emitala w'amayanja abakozesa www.mc.ug abakozesa Victory Uganda app mwena tubebaza ate namwe batulabira from different parts of Uganda. Thank you so much. Abali Kakumiro, abali Busoga, abali Masaka, abali Mitiane Wafe, and of course other parts of the country wherever you are watching from. We want to appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being a great audience. If you just joined us today, vimbe bera unakulo mkaga saa mnana paka saa zibera mwenda chitundu so toina nsobiji okoze. We strictly play gospel music and we definitely do things related to kingdom business, so you can as well always be part of us every Saturday. No beranga atera onyumi like I said, today we are talking about this beauty and beauty with brains. Is it beauty with brains? Beauty with purpose?
Beauty with brains at the same time, beauty with purpose.
Beauty
you have to have both.
You have both?
Yes, you have
okay,
both.
So we first of all say hello to Ugandans who are watching. You know Uganda, but you don't know Uganda?
I know the language.
Okay, please say hello to the viewers.
Baramusizanyo abantu baffe balaba Dream TV. Manya gange nze Nabukalia Victoria. Esawa zino nza kutengulira Miss Humanity Africa. Ekizinga cha Africa.
Yadda mukwano si kizinga.
Semazinga Africa, yes.
So the name is?
Nabukalia Victoria.
Nabukalia Victoria.
Yes.
So what is that? What is Humanity Africa?
I'll start with explaining what humanity is.
Yes.
It comes from a word human.
Human.
Now humanity is taking care of people, having sympathy for people, you know. There are people out there that are not as privileged as you are.
Yes.
So humanity is about you having those acts of reaching out to those people who are not able to afford what you can afford. For example, food, clothing, shelter, education, money. Basically, that's what. So Miss Humanity Africa gets involved in such activities and duties. So whoever is crowned has that potential to reach out to such people that are underprivileged.
Is it the first of its kind or
it has happened. This is the 50th time, and it so happens that the 50th time was the one that was crowned. So it has been happening for 4 years now.
Where is it based? Is it in Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania?
It's in Nigeria.
It's Nigeria.
In Ogun State, basically.
So you went from Kampala and you went to Nigeria?
Yes, I flew out to Nigeria to go represent my country, Uganda. Yes.
So where do you get the passion of being and what does it take? Because I see the people they Miss Uganda, Miss Universe, they are always a bit smaller, slim. Is there a particular diet of food you guys eat to be like such that you can be a Miss Uganda, a Miss Humanity, or a Miss something? Because there are many, but for this case we are talking about Miss Humanity. We eat everything.
But size depends on the person. You do the exercises and the dieting. If you want to have the plus size, you do you. So basically for me, it's not even about the dieting, but it just happened that the size chose me. And if you're talking about passion, I started doing this when I was 16. That's when this talent discovered me. Naina tandikanga model, and I transitioned into pageantry just 3 years back when I was 25.
Where is the difference now? Model and pageantry, you're confusing my viewers.
A model represents something. A model can be anything, even a dog or a cat can be, as long as you're presenting, like you're a model for Dream TV for your show.
Really?
But, yes,
because
when everyone knows Vimba,
by the way, I can be a good model.
Yes, well, you can model for Dream TV. Anyone can be a model, but pageantry is chosen. That is why a crown is so that you're outstanding, and pageantry is basically about queens and being elegant. It's someone that is ready to work.
Yes.
Modeling can be a one-time thing, but pageantry runs over the years. In that, when your year of reign is off, they still have you in record that Queen Leah once existed for this particular year. That's it. With that modeling, you don't have a particular year. You can be on and off whenever you want. Even the age doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yes.
So you started at the age of 16. How did you discover, how do those guys discover you that you qualify? What was the procedures of going to, up to you going to Nigeria?
When I was 16, I was in Form 4 VAC, and my auntie used to do tailoring. Bitenji, she lives down there in Najana home. But I used to watch fashion shows with my cousins. They would see you would feel it. You see, in school, when they call you for MDD or anything involved in fashion, you want to go. Like, it's not forced. You have the drive to volunteer. At that moment, I didn't even look at money or what. I just wanted to be a model involved in fashion, and it was fun. It was always fun. So I self-discovered myself. And when my auntie noticed, she's like, come up. So I would low-key model her clothes, you know. She just gives you some amount of money of appreciation, and that's it. But then with time, when social media came in, I post my pictures, plus having support, like your friends see your page, like, but you can. And it kept on pushing me to what I am today, honestly.
Okay. Is modeling a business? Can you earn from modeling? Because I see to the parents out there watching television right now, I don't think they understand that, because the setting we have in Uganda is when you go to the university, when you graduate, we expect you to go sit in a certain office and work, get married. But I don't see, one, are you paid? Do you get married? Because things like that. Let's start from there.
Modeling is a business. Modeling is a talent business. That's what, let me emphasize. It's a talent business. Some are naturally born models, some learn. I was inborn with it because naturally I just do it. I wasn't taught. I didn't go to school, actually. I didn't have model sessions, but I would just watch a YouTube video and I get it, and it just sticks to the head. That means naturally born talent. Yes. However, there are people who go and get training. They go to model schools, they get certificates. So there are model schools where people go and learn modeling. Exactly. However, basing on you, the person, that's how you earn from that. Some people do it voluntarily, like it's my part-time job out of office, but I do it for fun. Others will say for money, because if we go now international, they are paid. Even here in UG, they are paid. That's why people. So someone can live in Uganda, pay the bills out of modeling. Exactly. You see modeling, like I'll give an example of the prominent Gloria, baby Gloria. She's a model for Movit. Really? You look at it as she's ambassador, but she's modeling the product. Okay. So she's a model. Okay. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So she's earning. So everyone earns in their way, depending on what you're doing. Exactly. Okay. So how far did you go with education? You graduated? I am a graduate, yes, and now upgrading in a master's. So you graduated. You didn't get a job. You just chose modeling. I'll be honest with you. I have a job. I work at Mutesaro University as a faculty administrator for engineering. But really? I push in the modeling as my part, so I balance both sides. So I wouldn't say it's easy, but I try to balance my job. That's Monday to Friday, my career, Saturday to Sunday, and it's fun. So you are an administrator doing which course? You said what? I'm in Faculty of Engineering, Science, and IT. Here in Mengo? Yes, please. So then on weekends you go for modeling and all that? I go catch up with my career, yes. So that means modeling is not paying? It's paying. You can't stick to something that you're not earning from. It's paying. Okay. Yes. So when you went to Nigeria for the Miss Humanities, who pays the bills? They paid the bill. I was accommodated for everything. They paid the bill. Even the air tickets and all that? Yes, please. So how do we benefit as a country from the Miss Humanity Africa? Because are you the first we have in Uganda? No, I'm the second. It so happens that Queen Patience Kobuhire was my predecessor. So she's the one I got this from, and then she passed it on to me. So she's my queen mother because she was mentoring me as the title holder. Same as me, when it comes to applying for new queens, I'll have to mentor whoever will be going, tell her how to behave, what to do, what are the expectations. Then she goes and represents us.
Is she supposed to be Ugandan or?
Basically, if for Uganda, she's supposed to be Ugandan. That's it.
Okay.
Nationality-wise, Ugandan, yes, that's what we want.
Okay. Tell me how we benefit as a country.
As a country, how you benefit, you're going to see my duties I pass out there. When I communicate to my organizers from Nigeria, and then I tell them, maybe I'm going to visit an orphanage, I'm going to talk to a school, I'm going into this organization. In a way, I'm helping the people of my country, and you're benefiting. You're going to see a happy smile. You're like, oh, a certain queen passed by, gave us books. A certain queen came by, promised us this. A certain queen came by, promoted my talents. You know, when a queen, you don't basically look at, but when you give knowledge, when you support someone, you push someone to become their better self, you're helping someone because they look at you in a certain, aspect of, yeah, she's important. Her advice that comes from me is important. So that means the picture I present to you is the picture you have for Uganda. Because when I flew out to Nigeria, of course, how I behave is what they portray as, because I'm carrying my whole nation with me. If I messed up, they'll be like, oh, that's how all Ugandans are. So in a way, I know I'm promoting not only beauty, but discipline, helping, like I've told you before.
So if you want to, I want to get it clear. If, for instance, if you want to do charity in Uganda, you want to go to schools and create awareness, probably about teenage pregnancies, because there are many. I don't know if you know that.
Very many.
The high rates of HIV amongst young girls is also rampant. So the organizers have to give you money to go and create awareness.
Yes. I have to present a budget, you don't just wake up in the morning and tell them, tomorrow I'm going. You have, if you want to do it like 2 weeks before, present a budget 2 weeks before. And I'll be like, okay, Leah, this is how we're going to transfer the money for you. And then I make accountability. And then I'll tell them it's enough or not enough. And then I go to the school. Of course, I have to create posters. And then whoever is willing to come and volunteer with me, they'll come on board. Because people may not necessarily give you money, but they donate other things that could help these people. You understand?
So how long have you been Miss Humanities? How long for now?
I was crowned on 31st March, so now it's just like 2 weeks now.
2 weeks now?
2 weeks.
So yes. You have not yet done anything, charity and all that?
I'm having 3 charities coming up. My first one is going to be at Sanyo Babies Home for the mothers. That's on 26th April this month. That's next week. Next week. I'll be at Sanyo Babies Home. Then the next one is going to be in May. I'll be going to Mayambala Orphanage. Then my next one, I'll be going to 2 high schools. I'm waiting for their confirmation. When they accept, then I'll be ready. When are you going to regions like Busoga, where they tell us about teenage pregnancies and all that, too much raping of young girls? Now, since I'm part of a prominent organization in tourism called Explore Uganda, that team, because before I went for Miss Humanity in Nigeria, I was part of the Explore Uganda Busoga. And I saw what was there. Apart from having the fun and you're touring what, I saw people need help. So I still have to go back. Exactly. I have to go back to them. I'm like, you know what? I remember in January we went to Explore Uganda. I noticed certain regions. I would love, now that I'm in position to help, I would love we go back this time around. Not under tourism, but as a helping hand. So it's about Explore Uganda giving me the platform. And it's easy. If they don't, still I can find my means. Okay. You have to think outside the box. Okay. Break it there, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching Dream TV. Vimba is the show that you're watching. And my name is Richard Dero. As always, every single Saturday. Today we are talking about beauty. Today we are talking about humanities, how we can help out young boys and girls, especially in less privileged places like Busoga. What we're gonna do, we are taking a musical break. There is a brand new project coming in from Minister Sarah Najemba, the international worshipper. Ladies and gentlemen, I request my producer to drop that one. And when we come back, tujja kubanga tera tugerezeganya. Simanyi obudde bunatukiriza tujja kufuna n'essimu emu bbiri tubeerenga tera tugerezeganya. But for now, let's drop this one, and when we come back, we pick it